Listen up, Rangers! Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
And my name is Arnes. And you moved this table forward, I noticed this, and you got this set up all differently. Is there a special reason for this, Steve?
Yeah, because today we're actually going to do my top 10 favorite Godzilla toys that I own in my collection.
Do you even have 10 toys in your collection?
Yeah.
I know, right?
I was like, there's not even just 10 Godzillas in this collection. Like, I'm just doing Godzilla figures. What this list is going to be is, one, just Godzilla toys. So it has to be Godzilla, or at least Godzilla in name.
Does that include the 98 Godzilla or the Zilla?
That is going to be included in this list, which is surprising. Because initially when it came out, it was a Godzilla movie. I know officially, as of right now, it's not a Godzilla movie anymore. But since it has Godzilla in the title, it's going to be included in this list. And also, this might not be what I would consider the best toys in my collection, but they're just my personal favorites.
It's what you like, right?
Yeah.
It's what Stevie likes. Let's find out what Stevie likes.
Alright, for honorable mention, I didn't grab them because I'm lazy, but it'd be the Jack-specific large-scale Godzilla from 2014. What is he, 48 inches long?
Now, why is he your favorite, Steve?
He's only an honorable mention, mainly because he's not the best toy. It's just mainly he's sweet because of just how stupid huge he is. But I enjoy him because he's the first official review I ever done on YouTube.
Our two guys, one couch gag?
Yeah, two guys, one couch. Just like now. But it was just really enjoyed doing the videos. It's kind of what spawned into what we have nowadays. But anyways, moving on to number 10. We have, if I can grab the right one, the Japanese Bandai Vinyl Godzilla from Final Wars. Which is the main reason I put this guy at number 10 is one, kind of want to have a vinyl on here. An older one. And two, I actually really like the Godzilla suit from Final Wars. I thought he was really cool and kind of like was a nice hybrid of a lot of the other Godzilla suits where he's kind of reminiscent of the Heisei era, but also looks like the Millennium series with the more sleek design style. And overall, he's just a badass in the movie. Like, how many Kaijus does he end up defeating? He takes on 3 at one time. Like, this guy's freaking awesome.
It's Godzilla. God, I hope he can win.
Yeah, it was just like, it's pretty much like a giant over-the-top wrestling match mixed with Power Rangers.
Wait, so there's more wrestling?
And also, when we get to it for the review, you will love the American actor. I guarantee it.
So it's better than the last movie we saw where he just power bombs that
Mechagodzilla?
Yeah,
like,
suplex it. It's better than that.
Definitely. And it also brings back Ebera, the sea monster, where he gets defeated by humans. Alright, next we're going back to my childhood with the Treadmaster Godzilla here.
What is
that?
This
is the deluxe Roaring Class Treadmaster Godzilla, which sadly I don't have batteries in him because he doesn't really get touched, so I don't really want to worry about him. When you would push the button, he would do his Godzilla roar. And now I know, isn't the best representation of Godzilla, where he has stupid long tail, kind of a tiny figure, kind of stubby. But this is probably one of the figures I have played with the most in my collection.
It's adorable.
Yeah, it's freaking adorable. Looks good enough, like for the Treadmaster line. They weren't really accurate toys. They're super heavily stylized action figures.
Is that company still around?
I don't think so.
Sad day.
Yeah, the last things I remember them putting out were the Gamera action figures that were in the same vein as these. Plus, they also released one of the other figures on this list as well. Spoiler. But, still really enjoyed this figure overall. I have a lot of very fond memories of this guy fighting with pretty much any other smaller monster action figure / Power Rangers stuff in my collection.
He ate your Power Rangers?
Yes, because usually I had some of the smaller scale Zords back when I was a kid. Sadly, don't have them now, but he used to fight with them.
He's winning already.
The Servos from Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad, a few of the smaller ones of that one as well, which sadly I also haven't made it to my adulthood. But the Godzilla figures did. And moving on to number 8. You guys may have recently seen me review this guy super unimportant reviews, and his tail popped off. Is the NECA 1954 Godzilla, which is the 12-inch long version. Which overall, I love this figure. Mainly due to, it's just a really nice representation of the 54. The best one I have in my collection, because I don't own an X Plus, so that's really the only thing I got that would probably be better than this guy.
You don't have X Plus?
I do not have the X Plus 54. I only have a few X Pluses. But, really love the details on this guy. Love articulated toys, because, again, I just like interacting with my favorite characters. I just don't want them just to be sitting on my shelf, just kind of chilling, you know. I don't really tend to just stare at my figures. Like, I actually like to mess around with them and interact with some of my favorite characters from the movies. Don't look at me like that. Stop judging me.
I'm not going to say
judgy face.
That's number 8. I mean, okay. Steve's list.
All right, fine, whatever. But details are amazing. Articulation's great.
It's cheap. It's NECA. Good reputation.
But that's what's great about it. It's only $20 for this action figure.
That's what I'm saying. He should be a little up higher than 8.
I got a few others that probably I paid some more money for them, but I still really like this figure overall.
We'll see what's on your list.
Next, moving on to number 7, we have the SH Monster. It's Godzilla 2000.
Steve, I got to be honest with you. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut it. This thing looks freaky. Like, if you were to fall on this thing, oh my god.
I imagine it wouldn't be a good day. But overall, the 2000 is one of my top 5 favorite Godzilla suits of all time. This is a concept version, not the actual one you saw in the film, so it's a little bit more stylized. But overall, this is a freaking beastly looking toy. Super articulated. The most articulated SH Monster Godzilla tail there is. Like, it literally stops like right here.
But isn't that what SH is known for, though?
Yeah, that's what you're paying for. Stupid articulated action figures. And this is definitely one of my favorites out of the line. Just because it looks good, and especially since a lot of people love this figure as well, too, with how stupid high this figure got in price until they reissued it. Because he was like... when I paid it, I think it was like $70 for him. And then he skyrocketed up to upwards of like $250. Yeah, which is funny too, because this is one of those figures I actually, it took me a little while to pick him up because I didn't order him right off the bat, and right when he started selling out everywhere, one of the malls close to our location actually still had one in stock, and I just went there and picked it up. Paid a little bit more than I wanted to, but still love this figure in the long run. Alright, moving on to number 6. We have another NECA action figure with the 24-inch long Godzilla 2014. Which, this is my favorite 2014 figure as of right now still. Because I really like the Spitfire, but in the long run, just size matters until they actually release Muto to go with the Spitfire. Not really going to change my opinion on it.
Hey, Steve. This isn't the guy you can flip his head and he pukes out. How's this? Number 6.
I actually do like the pukey Godzilla, where you can lift up his tail and he shoots out the atomic breath. I always thought that was a cool little gimmick for the figures. This guy just mainly has a sound effect. Which sounds good. Placement for it kind of sucks. Still sounds really good. If it didn't have the sound effects, still be an amazing figure. Love the details on it. It's also very articulated too, where the tail actually moves around. You can rotate his waist, legs move. Overall, it's just probably one of my favorite figures to show off to people, especially people that are just mainly getting into Godzilla with the 2014 movie. Okay. Like, this is the best thing you can get for them.
The price.
The price I paid was around $70, but I see some places are selling them actually cheaper now.
Ooh, sad day.
Which is totally fine, because people need to get this toy. Moving on to number 5. SH Monster's Burning Godzilla. Main reasons this guy's on my list. 1. Burning Godzilla is one of my favorite suits of all time. 2. Love SH Monsters figures. 3. Got this guy at G-Fest. Which is winning, because I've only been to 2 G-Fests. This would be my second one where I got him at, which I'm definitely planning on going to the one next year. And overall, this is one of those figures like I missed out on back when I first started collecting SH Monsters figures, because I was trying to collect try to keep up trying with buying a lot of the movie figures. Like, we were getting Ghidorah, so I wanted to get the Godzilla to go along with it, Biollante. And more of my favorite monsters at the time, other than Godzilla's, because I already have a ton of Godzillas. So when I seen him at a store, I sadly passed on him originally, because there was just other Monster House figures I was trying to get at the time, mainly the newer ones. And then this guy skyrocketed in price.
How much?
I don't like to talk about it. It's like $180. Sometimes he shows up for on eBay.
What?
Which at G-Fest, I paid $130 for him, which I was ecstatic, because it's a little cheaper than what I seen online.
How much was the original?
I want to say he was like somewhere around $70-$80.
I'm going to beat you with that guy.
But details are amazing. Love what they did with the translucent plastic here. The best representation of the suit in my collection is this figure.
Burning Godzilla?
Yeah. Next would probably be the X Plus I just recently reviewed on Super Unimportant Reviews. I actually like that figure even with some of its problems. Still enjoy it overall.
I like his dorsal fins back here.
Yeah, the dorsal spines of this guy are fantastic. Or it's actually translucent plastic. Same with it's actually translucent plastic on his body too. So it actually like glows with the lighting. Looks really nice.
I like it. Not bad for pick for number 5, right?
Yep.
Steve's getting better at this.
Yep. And then number 4. We got another Japanese vinyl Heisei Godzilla.
What is that?
I forget which actual line it's from. I want to say it's Monster Island, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, don't worry. Somebody will correct you if you're wrong.
I'm pretty sure they will.
Please, correct Stevie. Down there, you guys.
But I got this guy back in 1998 at the first G-Fest I went to.
Okay, sentimental.
This is mainly more sentimental. It's definitely not the best looking vinyl that I have, but he still looks really good. Love the blue fins on here. Shows off really nicely in the light.
Now, is that like that in a movie, or?
No, it's more like charcoal color. More of a
Ah.
gray. Well, on the figure, it's a little bit more stylized with the blue. Which, I played with this figure a ton back in the day, especially after I got from G-Fest, because I pretty much got the entire toy line. So I have like pretty much all the other kaijus from the same line as well from that year. Like a King Caesar, Mecha King Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, by Rodan.
Ghidorah. Sorry. God, get it right.
But it's mainly sentimental reasons, because this was my first G-Fest ever going to. I have a lot of very fond memories of it, and this is pretty much what ties it all together.
We all have our first, Steve. It's okay.
Mine was a 98. Alright, next. This got tough for my number 3. Which...
Oh God, I can see that
pains me to say it. This guy is only number 3 for me. Which I know, this is my favorite suit for Godzilla. I love the 62 King Gogi suit. And especially the X Plus version, because it just looks exactly like it did in the film. This is a 30 centimeter scale. This figure is freaking bonkers good. Which is kind of a little bit more pricey now, but this is a reissue. This is the original one. Which I hear is actually the better version to get.
So what's the difference between a reissue and the original one?
The reissue, it came stateside, it was released from Diamond, and it's usually a little bit cheaper and came in different packaging, while the actual normal one would be what you would have got from Japan.
Japan's more expensive, I'm assuming.
Yeah, original release generally runs you a little more money.
Sunday. Still looks pretty good to me, though.
Yeah, this guy, freaking nuts. Love the details on this guy. Again, favorite Godzilla. But there's just 2 other figures I have a little bit more nostalgia for as of right now. Don't rotate his tail. Stop it.
I had to fix it.
Don't fix things.
I have to.
Alright, number 2. And I might get bashed for this one a little bit. My number 2 pick. Hold on, he's kind of big.
Oh, yes. Here we go.
We have a Treadmaster 18-inch tall Godzilla 98. Which doesn't even fit in the camera screen as of right now. I'll bring him back. Get closer to the mic, buddy. Alright, so, main thing is this. 1, I actually still enjoyed the 98 movie. It's not a great Godzilla movie, but it's a good giant monster film. But I actually really love this figure, mainly because it's freaking huge. Like, it's ginormous. Has sound effects, but sadly, I don't have the batteries in it right now. Again, a lot of stuff sits on the shelf, so I don't want the battery acid to wear out things. But the details on this thing are amazing, especially for a kid's toy, which I'm moving the stage around. But for a kid's toy, details on this thing, stupid good. Has a little bit of articulation. Nothing crazy, but enough to play with. He eats people. And then you get him off his back by like lifting this little lever. And then...
As I remember, he ate the Godzilla dog, too. You remember that commercial?
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, which I have the drink holder for that thing, actually, too. I have a decent amount of 98 stuff. Mainly because
I'm surprised on this one. I am surprised on this one, Steve.
But this guy is mainly number 2 just because stupid huge. Love this figure. I got it, like, for a steal at the time. Because I remember when we still had a KB, this guy was on clearance for like $20. Nobody bought him. They had a few of them. So I was like, hey, you know what? I'll grab it. And it's been one of my favorite figures ever since.
Really? Only $20 for that big old thing?
Only $20. And
he still
works,
right?
They had a ton. Like, I got him in the stomping one where you actually had like the little lever on. I got that for like $15.
But he still works though, right?
Yeah, he still works. I just don't have batteries in right now.
All right, let's find out what number 1 is.
All right, number 1. What I consider my favorite Godzilla in my collection. Because of the details on it. Fantastic. Mold's amazing. Even has red lipstick.
Don't make fun of Steve.
It's iconic right here.
What is this thing from?
This is the large Imperial Godzilla. Now, might be wondering, Steve, why is this your favorite Godzilla? Because this is the oldest one in my collection. This guy I've had since I was 3. One of my earliest memories that I've had from childhood is getting this guy for Christmas. And I freaked out, because how little I was, how stupid huge this guy was compared to everything else. This is like the bestest Christmas gift ever. It doesn't even do anything. It has a little bit of articulation. It doesn't even look that... it looks like the 85 suit, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, where did this guy come from?
Yeah, he's supposed to look like the 85 Godzilla, or 84, I should say. But I'm stateside, so yeah. But mainly nowadays, he's kind of outclassed by a lot of figures. Mainly like these guys right here. As you see, are about the same size.
I don't see any difference.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Especially since I think this guy was like, I want to say he was like $8 or something back in the day.
Oh, you are winning.
Yeah, I've actually had a few of these guys come and go. But this is my original one, and I've just kept them around. Because usually the other ones, like, I'll trade off to people or something.
Shouldn't have. It's a collectible.
Yeah, just have a legion of Imperials in my collection. That'd be sweet. In hindsight, I probably should have kept them. But you can see even here, like, he has a little bit of wear and stuff from being over the years, where some of the white paint now just isn't as good as quite it used to be. You know, it has the little metallic chest here. I used to treat this guy like the Mechagodzilla suit from Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, where it's like the Mechagodzilla is like disguising himself as Godzilla. I used to play with him like that in the collection. I used to fight against all of my Power Ranger figures, especially the larger guys.
Yeah. It's pretty good shape, Steve.
And overall, like, I never really hated his details or even the design. Like, I always really enjoyed this figure.
Okay, quick question. Yep. What's up with the lipstick?
Just kind of like how those toys were way back in the day. Like, if you had like any of the dinosaur toys or stuff from back in the day.
I don't know if that was you putting lipstick on him, or was that just the way it came?
Just, you fuck me? Because I fuck
me. I'm confused about this one.
Well, no, they all have it. I even got a smaller one over here that has them too.
Sure it does. Sure it does. Steve didn't know what he was. He was putting lipstick on him. I don't see it yet, Steve. Where's it at?
Working on it.
Yeah. He's lying to us.
I got 2 of them, actually. Where they actually have the lipstick on there as well. Like I say, I've had a ton of these. Like, it's pretty much like at yard sales and stuff. If I see these guys, I pick them up. It's just the littler guys are a little bit harder to get rid of. This guy even used to fight my Ninja Turtles.
God, I hope he won.
Actually, usually he lost. He was always the bad guy. I don't know why. Just when I was a kid, Godzilla was always the bad guy. But then again, it was like, the first Godzilla movies I got introduced to were like Godzilla Raids Again, 84, 54.
You skipped a few years, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty much like whatever ones I could get a hold of at the time. Then I got like Gigan, Megalon, Mechagodzilla, and getting newer ones.
Gotta relax.
What was it? I didn't see Destroy All Monsters till 98 when it got released on DVD. That was a big thing at the G-Fest when I went to at the time, was Destroy All Monsters. Like, I even have the poster from it. It's not up, though, because I gotta clean it.
I don't see a poster, Steve. Yet again, I think you're lying to us.
Okay.
All these posters, you're failing. That's all you ever do, Steve, just lie. God.
But this is my favorite Godzilla in my collection. But what is your guys' favorite Godzilla in your guys' collection? Please let us know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this list. Help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.